Bless up, I tell them, bless up, bless up. Erupt, erupt, you have to erupt, erupt. Bless up, I tell you, bless up, yeah. Bless up, I say no, bless up, bless up. Yo, bless up all the Queen and King. Bless up Team Rebel. Bless up Original Wrench Mob. We in the building. Yeah. Tonight is the night. We get to have a chit chat with the man. Yeah, my big bro. Brad Farhall. That's right. That's how we're doing it tonight, everybody. I know. We're going to wait a couple minutes, let the people get in the room. So I might as well state this early. The videos you will see here tonight are not owned by Team Rebel. They are owned by the people who created them. All rights are reserved for the authors of the videos. Okay. Also, you have entered Team Rebel. In this room, we use no profanity. Also, we don't disrespect any queens or kings. We don't disrespect any queens or kings. In about 2 minutes or so, all those blue names you're going to see rolling by, they are going to defend me. No, those are my brothers and sisters. They are called the Original Wrench Mob. I know. Yeah, they'll be here shortly. Let me see. Check my watch. Yeah, so definitely, hopefully I got some questions good enough. Also, we're going to take some questions from the audience. And yeah, we're going to see, get a chance to talk to Mr. Farhall about some of his if I can stop it from playing. Let me move this. Okay. Yeah. So yeah. Oh, bless up, Queen Patricia. Queen Patricia, I don't want to never embarrass you, and I'm not going to do that now. Bless up to you, Queen, but I think we have a conflict of interest. Yeah, at this point, with certain choices that's been made, you know, where you're a wrench at, it kind of make it a conflict of interest. So I don't know what to say about that. Bless up, King Brandon, my little brother. Bless up, Queen Judy. Bless up, Queen Alethea. How you doing? Team Rebel, we in the building. Yeah, so definitely gonna be a really good interview tonight. I'm pumped up. I'm amped up. I'm waiting to see the brother. You know how we do it. We Team Rebel. We don't play no games. They know. Yeah. So how y'all night going so far? Just letting some more Rebelinos get in the building so we can be rebelling. Bless up, Queen Tanya. Bless up. Bless up all the Queen and King. Yeah, so also too, since we it's a few of us here now, but I think it's more safe and more secure for us to start, you know what I'm saying, just moving around in Team Rebel circles. You know what I mean? Several of us here are doing lives and whatnot. I think for sure, King. Yeah, we gonna do that. A$AP. That's right, King. For sure, my good brother. No problem. Yeah. I was trying to let a few more rebels get in here before we invited King Brad in to start talking and whatnot. Oh, for sure, King. No problem. No problem. You know, we do that too. We talk about it all. You know, this is life. You know, something else I want everybody to keep remembering and realize, like, you know, here in the in the hood, you know what I'm saying? In the hood, we know the real story about this J4K thing. You know, they fooling people online. You know, they not really around the neighborhood. People know. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of them, you know, they got it misconstrued about what's happening with this. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, a lot of people, you know, they get online and just like be off in another world. So, you know, this is what they trying to do, you know, play psychological games online. So don't sweat it. We rebelling. Yeah. So bless up. Yeah. So if you guys don't mind, please share with me and hit the like button. You know, share this video. You know, definitely it's not all the time that we get good knowledge out there. So bless up, Queen Mama D. I see you shining. Bless it. Bless up. Bless up. Bless up, bless up. Good to see you, Queen. Okay, bless up, Queen Mocha. Bless up, bless up. She rebelling. Bless up, King. King Brandon. Yeah, so today, yeah, like we're gonna have us a really good time with King Brad Farhall. You know, I was talking with him, you know, asking him some questions, and the brother pretty heavy, you know, real good brother, you know. Oh yeah, Queen, we miss you too, you know what I'm saying? That's why we just, you know, I just want a good understanding with everyone. I apologize, you know, hopefully everything is cool. That's up, you know. So what I'm gonna do is, because I told King that I would go ahead, I'm gonna start off with one of his videos. Oh, bless up, Queen. Bless up, Queen Cherie. Boom, boom. Haven't saw you in a minute, Queen. Okay, well, we're gonna go ahead and do some rebelling, you know what I mean? Y'all know me, I can't help it. I gotta keep rebelling, gotta keep going. See how, let's see. Bless up, Rebelino. How you doing, my brethren? Bless up, bless up. Good to see you, King. Thanks for stopping in with us and blessing us with your presence. Bless up, bless up. Appreciate it. In control. God's in control. Bless up. I know that's right. Bless up. I like that, Queen. I like that. I like that, Queen. You ain't playing no games. Thank you for telling me, Queen, because I sure was looking at you like chopped roast. Oh, man. I sure was like, wait a minute. This town ain't big enough for 2 rebels. Nah, I'm just playing around. Bless up, Queen. I like that, though, Queen. I like the profile pic, too. That, hey. Oh, yeah. So, we're going to go ahead and get started with, bless up. That's what's up, Queen. We're going to kick it off with King Brad Farhall. You know what I'm saying? This is one of his shorter videos. Oh, I'm sorry. Bless up, Queen Amy Lee. Just getting started over here. Good to see you, Queen. Bless up.
Hey, YouTube, baby, coming at you. Just thought I'd give you an update on the hallway Kirker here.
Here, let me slow it down. Now, this is when he started a little earlier. So then we're going to get, y'all will see. You'll see. This is going somewhere. Please hit the like button, everybody. Let's do it. It's about to get nice. Super nice.
I took a picture within the first 4 seconds of the video. And I started concentrating on this area, here, right here. Already you can see there's a guy on the side. Just wait and see. And now here, what I wanted to do was flip the video so I get the picture so I could see what was happening. So I flipped it like this. And I started trying to concentrate, and I can already see there seems to be a shape here. Okay, so we're going to try and go a little bit further. We're just going to keep on going because I've already went through these. Just to show you what's there. Okay. There's a surprise coming in the end. But I've been working to try and clear these up. See in this vehicle. Just keep concentrating there. Look at that. There we
go. Hold on. That's up. That's up. I apologize, King. Stopping the video. Queen Patricia, know that, you're not in any trouble, though. I would advise you, nah, I can't say it that way. I apologize. I don't want to advise you anything. She went back to Justice League, and you know how they feel about Team Rebel, so that could kind of be a conflict of interest. Wouldn't you agree, Queen? Trying to get see, y'all know this. No, quick event, honestly, because honestly, and if that's who she rolling with, then we gotta part ways. I'm not you. I'm talking about her. So, it's cool and everything, but yeah, it's back straight again. It's cool and everything, but I'm not doing nobody who with the Justice League. So if somebody in here with the Justice League, you might as well leave. Because if I ever find out the Chopperoni, Rebler said that from me. Nobody else feel that way. No one else have to feel that way, but that's me. There's been enough going on, and they've already well distracted us away from J4K. So I'm not going. I'm not apologizing to nobody for being on here representing the truth. And that's that. So that's King Rebler said that. Rebleroni. Bless up, bless up, bless up, bless up. Okay. Yeah, so what I want to do, wow. Thank you guys. Really appreciate you hearing that out with me. Okay. Okay. What we're going to do here, I'm going to, I guess, I'm going to just go ahead and get started with it so we can have us some fun, have a good time. I'm going to just give them a call. And we're going to go live video. See if I can get them on here. Okay. See if we can get Mr. Farhall available.
Yo, what's up, King?
Hey. Bless up, King Brad. How you doing tonight, my brother?
Not bad, brother.
Okay. We got all the rebels watching in on you right now. You know why you going live on the video and everything. You know, and I wanted to say thank you for taking time out your day, man, to come hang out with the rebla. You know,
anytime. Always glad to rebel.
I noticed when we first got on here, man. I noticed you got on a unique shirt, man. I like that shirt you got on. You got kind of almost got away from it. Hey, that look like a rebel shirt.
Yeah, that's a rebel shirt right there.
So you rebelling. I understand. I like that. Hey, bless up to you, King. Okay. Well, you know, we really wanted to just come and sit with you a little time just to get to know you a little better. You know, get to know King Brad Farhall, because a lot of naysayers, you know, they say a lot of things like, oh man, he making up this stuff. It can't be real, things like that. You know, and I just get tired of hearing that. You know, we kind of want to dispose of those mysteries from people's mouths, because it's all mystery that they come up with, conjecture and things like that. So just want to say that.
Bless you.
Bless up. Okay, so with that being said, if you don't mind, I'd like to just start off by asking a question. What got you started in this J4K thing? What kind of got you rolling a little bit? You know, got your juices flowing.
Well, what happened was when I first seen the video the very first time, I was absolutely blown away. It broke my heart to see the video, and I had tried to say to other people, other users that were investigating the J4K, I tried to let them know what I was seeing, and I wasn't getting a response back from them. So finally, it led me to make my own video to show that I am really seeing what I'm seeing. And once I made the video, I was so shocked that everybody else was seeing it as well.
Whoa, nice.
You know,
and
I was just glad I wasn't the only one that was seeing this, because it was so obvious to me.
Okay. And what are some of the challenges that you face, you know, as you go along and, you know, you study all these photos and videos and things like that? You know, what's some of those challenges as well? Is it kind of difficult for you, or is it, you know?
That's a good question. It is complicated. I wasn't really familiar with the new program I'm using now. So this is all new to me, this new software. So I was doing everything old school. That's how I was getting my results. Okay. And I noticed that some of the footage that I did come out with in some of my videos, I was the first one that recognized some of these images. Nobody else, I didn't see these images in other people's videos, and that's why I made the videos, was because I wanted to show what I was seeing. Okay,
nice. Yeah, because yeah, I do personally, I do get to see a lot of things in your videos when not just because I'm a rebel and you a rebel, but I do get to see a lot of things in your videos that kind of woke me up as well. So okay, but yeah, a lot of people say, okay, go ahead.
Now, I do want to say though, you know, one thing that really does make a big difference is once you're aware that something, any object you're looking at, if you're looking at a photograph or an object and you're aware that something looks out of place to you, you're attracted to looking at it, you know, and that's what it is for me. I see something and I see it ain't right, and it draws my eye to it for some reason.
Okay, yeah, because I want to get into that a little bit later too, you know, about the eye thing. A lot of people say you're making things up, you know, about things that you find in your photos. You know, they say you're a fog chaser and a manipulator. You know, how is it? You know, kind of give us a little rundown on how do you get to see these things? You know, what qualifies your eyes to see these things? That's what I want to know.
Well, first of all, okay, I've had a lot of practice drawing. I've tattooed for a number over 20 years. I've tattooed. Okay, so I know how to draw well. I have a photographic memory. I see a photograph, I can draw the photograph I see, you know, and being as I'm able to notice that small detail that most people just glance at and don't notice, I'm so much more aware, you know, it makes you so much more aware of what you're looking at.
Okay.
Skills help to be able to see the images that I'm seeing, because when I look at these pictures, I'm not looking at the picture, I'm looking in the picture. There's a difference between looking at a picture and looking in a picture. When you look in a picture, you're looking for what's deep in the back. You're looking for what you don't normally see. Okay. Nice. And a lot of famous artists, that's how their paintings are identified, by those little tiny marks. Right. Okay. So like you say, those little tiny marks, that's sort of like the indicator on dollar bills and stuff like that. They got little markings and stuff like that that you can notice things out. Okay, cool. I like that. All right. What have you learned about the techniques that they use in the videos and the pics, you know, that they give out to the public? What are some of the techniques that they use? Okay, no problem. You're an important man. Tell him we rambling. I'm trying to hit him off. He comes back. We message.
I know that's right.
I just put her off for now. We're off.
Right. Okay. But so would you like me to read you the question again?
Yeah, please.
Okay. You know, what have you learned about the techniques that they use to present these videos and pics to the public?
Okay. Now, there has been a lot of discrepancy. Okay, and we're all aware of that. Okay. Now, what I did notice, and I've been looking at it for a little while, but today it actually opened my eye. I got a different view of things. Okay. And I was trying to break that photograph, and I actually got a mind fart. You know, I sorry, but for me, I was watching something, and actually I was speaking to Reveler when I came up with it, and I realized what I was actually looking at. Back in the day, I mentioned the TV to you before. When we used to watch TV in the old days, we had the rabbit ears on the TV, and we used to have to switch them to get the channel clear. Now, sometimes we would see two images. We'd see like a ghost image on the screen. Okay? So that led me to believe, now I think I know a little more about what's happening here now. All right? Now, I caught it today in the film, that footage I was breaking down. And what it is we're actually seeing, because it's moving, okay, so we're actually seeing two footages being played at the same time.
So you're saying they're playing two footages at the same time, rolling simultaneously?
Right. Those footages are one over top of the other, playing at the same time.
Wow.
In sequence, okay? And how I figured that out today was when I started breaking the picture down, I did send Reveler a few photos, okay? But as I broke the picture down, I was able to separate them. And in doing so, you were able to see that there is actually two footages there and editing. Okay? So once I removed the editing, then it showed the two different images of the footages. So then I tried to separate the footages. Okay? And I managed to be able to make them pop out of the footage.
Oh, okay.
So you are going to be able to see that in that one photograph. I believe I sent you the one with the officer.
Oh,
And,
yeah.
You can
Yeah.
see the girl, right? So that will be one to show that will show exactly what I'm saying.
Okay.
Amongst from the one I sent you with Mother Teresa.
Gotcha. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. So,
And just to clear that air, just sorry, King, for the interruption, but just to clear that air, I just want everyone to know that this footage was altered to try and make it look as if Mama T was involved, although I can guarantee you she was not involved because they tried to edit her positions from her actual position. Okay?
in that video,
So
in
that
that
tells
particular,
you that she's not in the position that they want her in. So
wow.
she's not going with the flow. So she must not be aware of what's happening. Okay? Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt. I had to get that out because they're trying so hard to make it look like she's guilty, but she's not involved.
Okay. Okay. So, also too, I want to know, as you going along and then, you presenting your work and you doing things like that, do you, get any, kind of like, do you get any, threats, any, any kind of things happening that's going on with?
I get many threats. Most of them are, just rude people that are just ignorant. It's just a little bit of ignorance, and for those people, hey, I just remove you from, hey, if you don't want to watch what I'm playing, then go to another channel. You know what I mean? Nice. I ain't asking you to come if you don't want to. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So I don't understand what the fuss is about for them. And for all these people that think that I'm prompting, because I've had that comment several times, I have to this very day received $0 in any kind of way for what I do. Okay? I choose to do this of my own free will because I care about people. Like, we got to stop worrying about who's over in that state and who's over in this. It ain't about who's in what state and who's where. It's about people. We're all one. We are all people. And people need to get that message.
Right.
Until they do, we ain't going to care for one another like we should.
Right. Bless up.
Bless up.
Well, yeah. And also, too, I noticed that a lot of people do admire your work and they're slowly coming around as well. But for those who have yet to see, when you mention how the picture is inside the picture, that's kind of, kind of making me curious when you say the picture inside the picture. Kind of, what do you mean when you mention that a little bit? Just a little bit.
Okay. A lot of times, if an image, okay, now one thing I've learned with tattoos is doing cover-ups, you learn how to hide images. Okay, that's part of a tattooer's job. It's okay, somebody comes in with a bad tattoo, we got to learn how to cover it up, and we got to know how to make it disappear. So that in itself gives me experience on how to make something disappear in a drawing, okay, or on a tattoo. So now my experience told me I have to figure out how now to undo what somebody has done.
Oh, okay.
So now this is, like I said, it's a little bit new to me because I'm doing it on photographs, not on skin and on people. You understand what I'm saying?
Oh, gotcha.
Right? I know how to remove it and change it on a person, but change it on a photograph took a little bit more knowledge, so I had to learn a few more tricks. But my old tricks was, just so everybody knows, hey, what got me started and what got me showing real proof was my old school ways.
Okay.
Hold my phone up to the TV, letting them colors roll is what eventually first got those pictures, got things jumping out of those photographs for me.
Wow.
So that just goes to tell you I didn't have to be a rocket scientist. Okay, I just had to be inquisitive, and I was going to find a way to see what I was seeing.
Okay. Well, yeah, I really the reason that I really spoke on those certain things is because I wanted people to understand why you could see those things, because a lot of people, they watch you as you're doing your thing or your lives or whatever, and as you're going and you're moving across the screen, you kind of do it in a flowing manner. Some people kind of hard for them to keep up, or they couldn't see what we saw at the time or whatever. But so I wanted them to get a better understanding on the reason you're qualified to say, I see that. So that's what I appreciate that you brought to the table tonight, and yeah, and we really appreciate that. And also, where do you see the state of the J4K agenda? This thing that we all trying to, at least get justice for all the Kanikas like we speak of all the time. Where do you see this headed at the time and where we're going?
Well, from where I'm standing right now, we're gaining ground. People want to believe it or not, we are absolutely gaining ground. We are seeing answers, and we are seeing things to be investigated. They're going to have to be. It's only a matter of time. What everyone can see for so long.
Okay.
Okay, and right now, that's what the pressure is building right now. And the more doubt that we can prove, if we can prove the footage was messed with, that should have been enough. Okay, but that wasn't. That leads us to believe there's more people involved and it's larger than we thought. Okay, that's the and see what else we can find. And that led to us investigating the footages further and seeing what they were just. And like I said, there's just so many things. I have so much evidence. It's unreal. It really is unreal. If it were anybody else in any other country, any other place, these people would have been arrested. They would have been under the jail.
Right.
Right? So we have to realize that the people we're dealing with are very, very powerful people. All right? And they are not to be taken lightly. That's the understatement that everybody's making.
Right.
All right? Now, I try hard to keep myself safe and keep everybody else safe at the same time. But we have to really come to grasp that this is large. This is not a small thing. And from what I've investigated of my own stuff, I know that this is way, way bigger than just the Crown Plaza. This is these organs, all this stuff, this is worldwide.
Oh, wow. And now when you say worldwide, now do you mean okay, because I've heard some estimations of how much this thing is worth that they're doing, like the organ harvesting, all the different Medi labs with got the body parts and stuff like that. They say this thing is in millions, huh? Millions and millions of bucks, huh?
This is in the billions. The billions.
The billions with the B?
With a B. Okay, you think about this. If they can get $1 million in body parts from one person, one individual.
Wow.
Okay, so you think about that, and then you think about 250 people just disappearing.
Wow.
Right? And I mean, that could be overnight. Okay? And I mean, when you think there's 300 365 days in a year, and then we got all these people all over the globe disappearing, popping up, you know, finding them dead and organs missing and all this. This is all over. This ain't just here.
Mm-hmm. Worldwide. Worldwide.
So that tells you that it's not just millions. That we're talking about billions of dollars. We're talking about something that's global. And I did send that file to you.
Yes.
And I sent that file to somebody else.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And I haven't heard anything back from them yet. But
okay.
that file, it has prices of how much, who, pictures, addresses, phone numbers. There's a lot of information in that. And we're talking about a big pile of people. We're talking businesses, corporations.
Yeah, definitely. That's part two. That's part two.
Yeah. So just to give you an idea, you know,
excuse me.
People are so lost in the fact that they think it's just $1 million thing or a couple 100,000 or, you know, this is ginormous, man. It's ginormous.
So now, does that all okay? Does that also equate to does that show us the magnitude or the variations of people that we're dealing with in this also? Because, like, you know, some people could be doing this and just saying, hey, we're fighting for J4K. You know, Rosemount did it, so and so did it. You know, everybody has their pick. But I'm wondering that, like, in light of what you just mentioned about how it's ginormous and different things like that, when it comes to this case, I think when you say that the entities are multiple, like it's various entities that are kind of sending in these groups to do something like that. Right. That's Queen Aquarius. That's over there to you.
That leads me to my next answer here. Now, in the footages, we did see large groups of people entering the lobby and exiting the lobby with all these bags and whatnot. Okay. Now, some of those people have been identified, and some of them are trying to be identified. But from what I'm seeing, most of these are medical students and medical people that are in this facility at the Crown Plaza. So what the hell are they all doing in there?
Now, don't they supposed to have don't they supposedly have a medical facility inside of that facility or something like that where they train students or something like on site?
Okay,
just wondering.
Yeah, now that's the catch-22 in these hotels, these plazas. Okay, now they've managed to rent out halls and areas in their motels for these students to be able to actually work on cadavers and other things like that. Okay?
All right.
And now if we have an open mind, okay, and we think about it, now we have all these people there, and we know there's bodies because I'm looking at them. Like, I mean, shoot, I know they're there. And I've seen them in some strange positions. Okay? Now, from everything I've seen in this stuff, we're seeing all these people, and they ain't all just the coroner. You know what I mean? They other people. They're the other people that's in this plaza. Okay? So now we know that all these people are involved somehow. How do I put it? Okay, the people that we think are medical students, I believe. Now, if you're watching the video, I watched it several times to be sure I was catching it right. Now, if you watch these people when they come in, they walk up to the counter, they say something to the lady walks over, she goes over, she grabs a card, and she comes back. It's not a key card. Okay? Everybody thinks it's the key card for the door. But she giving them something else too. Okay.
So would you say like another card or something to
So
invite them to another area?
Yeah. So I think that's that other. I wish I could see one clear, man. I tried to get the picture clear so I could catch it, man, but I couldn't get the image clear enough. I'm gonna have to try it again since I got this program though. But yeah, when you watch the woman, even the guy comes in and he hands her a whole bunch of cards, okay, key cards, and then she puts those key cards on the counter and then grabs another stack of some cards out of the drawer or something like that. And then that's what I said. And then you watch the people as the individuals are coming in. She handed them to the only certain individuals, not giving them to all the individuals. Only certain individuals got those cards. You see what I'm saying?
Right. Okay. Now,
and then when we think about the plaza being blocked off, certain areas of the plaza being blocked off, it makes sense to me that maybe this is what they had going on in these areas.
Now, I had
footage. Right, we're seeing these people in the footage working on bodies. I've already showed in some of my videos there the doctors with the uniforms on and the light on the top of their head, bending over the body. You could see all of that. You know what I mean? So we know it was happening there.
Okay.
That's what everybody has to be aware of, is that we know we can't exclude it. We can't say it wasn't happening because we've seen it.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, knowing that this case is really nefarious, in the way that it happened, and also understanding from some of the docs that I saw that this case is basically, they called it a concealed crime, but also a case where the same cops in the same town investigated that case. That wasn't the correct manner that the case should have been dealt with.
I got you there for a second. Okay, now you on the money. Those cops. Okay, now the photograph I just sent you today of the cop with the girl. Okay, that's the same cop that's in that dining lounge one. Remember the murder scene in the dining lounge?
Oh yeah.
Okay, he's in there, and the guy from the kitchen that's sitting there holding whatever that is with his foot up on the body. Remember I said there's a body under his foot?
Yeah.
And somebody said, is it a bottle of water? Is he telling somebody shh or what? That's the other cop that was in that dining lounge. Okay, so we know there's two. We can match two up in two different places now.
So now, with you saying that, because that's what I'm hearing on the streets here at home. That they had cops in there too. Inside the party. That's why everybody was subdued so heavily, and the way that things
yes,
were going so easily for the bad guy. But the bad guy had supposedly good guys with him too. Is from what I'm hearing. I don't know. Don't quote me on it.
There ain't no question in my mind. I've seen that footage. I've even made videos on it and show that the security is in the room. Security, police, whomever, they in the room. They are there. There is no question they are there.
Okay.
And another thing, you see them right at the door. You see them in the doorway. You know what I mean? So there's no question about that. That's why I said that place was on lockdown. Those people that were in that room, they weren't worried about what they were doing because they had the dirty cop at the door. You know what I mean? All that. Like I said, it all makes sense when you start thinking about it. You start breaking it down. Why else would all these young people be acting like wild animals in the room?
Right.
Nobody calling the law because the law was already there.
Exactly. Because I didn't see that not once as either. Also, there was some footage that well, I don't want to talk about right now. We'll talk about that later next time. But one thing I did want to.
I'm open.
Oh yeah, yeah. Well, no, that question is for when I try to solicit Queen Aquarius to do an interview with her. So that's her question. I'm gonna send that to her. Anyway, I just but I know I see her in the room. Bless up, Queens. Bless up, all the Queen and King. But what I was wondering was okay, now when did you start equating some of your keen eyesight, with rebelling? How does that equate with rebelling?
I guess the best way to say it is when I look at these images, I can't help it. It's just become habit for me.
Okay.
Over the years, like I said, I do everything. I got ride cars. I to the details. Okay, and because I'm so used to it, it just becomes habit to look for those details and always being aware of my surroundings. So knowing that I'm aware of my surroundings and I have a keen eye, I can't help but to notice those things. Like I said, if anybody ever thinks in their mind they're seeing something and they have to question it to themselves, your best bet is to take a picture, take a photograph. Bless up.
Yeah. Okay.
Bless her up.
Bless up. Yeah. So okay. Yeah, I like that. Okay. So this is another question I have. Where do you see us at, honestly, in this case right now? Like as far as the feeling that is it, like you said earlier, it seemed like we're gaining ground, but does it feel like it's getting a little easier as we're going along, or
I think
nothing's
what is
easy?
happening is, okay, I truly believe we're gaining ground. Okay, what's happened is we've now made such a noise with all of this that it's getting to the point they can't shut it out. Too many people are asking about it. And as long as there's evidence and people out there are going to keep at it, even if somebody thought it was solved tomorrow, there's still going to be people that are going to continue to keep at it because they're not going to be convinced the truth is there.
Oh, okay.
Right? You have to understand, we've been told so many different theories. Who's to know which one's the true theory, right?
Exactly.
That was their agenda. Their agenda was to confuse us, right? Mm-hmm. So now we just have to accept the fact that, okay, we're not confused. We're looking at shit for what it really is. Excuse my 10 seconds.
I know that's right, King. I have to take them every now and then as well, King. That's what's up. Yeah, definitely. Well, I want to say too that I want to thank you. Also for the vindication that you bring to Teresa Martin because of the way that she's been slandered. She went for the money. She did this and that. No one really knows exactly what she's doing, and that's true. But as far as having something to do with her own daughter, I want to say that I really appreciate you vindicating that.
I'm not buying that for 1 second. I have seen the footage myself, okay, and I have completely ripped that picture apart. And I can honestly say, I know what a mother's and a father's pain is, and that lady is seeing true pain when she running out that room. Okay? And there ain't nobody's going to dispute that in my book. I blew, just so that in case Mother Teresa, in case you hear this, I apologize. I blew your face up to the size of my own, to be sure, okay? Because I wanted to be able to exclude you from this investigation, okay? So in my heart of hearts, I do not see her involvement in any way, shape, or form. Okay?
Okay. Okay. I appreciate that.
Like I said, I seen in the footage how they tried to manipulate it, and they tried to change her position, and that tells me that they're trying to doctor it and make her do what they want her to do in the video, and it just ain't so.
Okay. All right. Yeah, it's been a lot of interesting footage going on around here. I mean, all of a sudden new footage or whatnot, what have you, supposedly. And it's been a lot of different photos that they're releasing and stuff like that. And I noticed, do you believe that they are going inside and reopening the case, switching the photos out, coming back and closing the case again? Do you believe that type of activity is going on?
Okay, I can't say for certain, okay? But what I can say is all the footages that came out early, I got, okay? And those are the footages I'm going with. Okay?
Gotcha.
Because we never had time, okay? Now that's what people have to realize, is they never had time to mess with all of the footages. That's why we got all these other footages so late. They had to have time to doctor it up and overlap it and do all that, so that when we seen the footage, they wouldn't be suspect. Okay? But they weren't expecting for somebody like me to be watching that video and seeing the fine details.
Okay.
And by that happening, that's what opened my eyes. I said, hey, wait a minute. How can this girl have killed herself? I'm looking at this, and I can see with my own two eyes, it's impossible for that girl to have killed herself.
Okay.
Okay, my one video explains it best. Okay, the one where she has the cord wrapped around her neck. Okay, just for all the naysayers out there and people that were saying, hey, she walked in there, she did. How? Okay, first of all, how could she walk in there with that thing wrapped around her neck like it was tied in them double knots? You seen that? Okay, I blew that right up, and I have the photo in case anybody disputes it. Okay?
Okay.
I blew it up to the point where we could actually see the cord. So we could see it's a cord. It's a double cord with two rounded sides that's wrapped around her neck. Now, that girl did not go in there and tie that shit around her neck and try to kick no door open. You're not convincing me of that no how.
Right. And it's things like that, that's in those first footages that they are kind of peed off about, that are still out there, as well as trying to eliminate so no others get out there in that manner, right?
Okay, yeah. Now here, just to go back to that freezer for 1 second. All right, now just to say, now if that girl walked in that freezer, how'd she do that? Now we already know they doctored that foot that was exposed in the freezer.
Yeah.
Okay, because we seen the real foot's black. Her ankle's broke. That thing is broke.
Right.
You know what I mean? That girl didn't walk in there. Who in the hell is going to be walking on an ankle that's broke, that black? You know what I mean? Like, come on. We have to be realistic.
Right.
Right? We have to be realistic when we're thinking about that kind of thing. People don't die any different than regular people die. So we have to have an understanding of how they die. Okay. And for us to do that, we have to use common sense and have an open mind. You know?
Okay. Hey, that's really a good way to look at it, because I see a lot of things that's going on out here, and the things that's been going on within this case, the different movements of people, and how they're shuffling around images, and how we're sitting here kind of debating with each other about things, when all the while they're kind of letting things linger on long enough where like a lot of people fell off from doing this thing. So,
well, that's what they're trying to do. They're trying to ride it out, right? If they
right.
ride it out, they can do like they did with JFK. Okay, you see the similarity?
Right.
Okay, it wasn't a gunshot assassination like JFK, but you think about all the trickery, all the conniving, all the film footages, right? Even the JFK footages were doctored. You know what I mean? Like, so we know now how big this is. You know?
See,
right?
Okay. So now in any of those other areas, like the hall, well, in any of those other areas, like the hallway scene, I noticed that you've been focusing on for your last couple of videos. Have you seen as much activity or things that go on like kind of similar to that area? And also, do you feel that there was some type of ceremony within some? Because you showed us some photos before where they were you could see, like, it seems like a crowd of people down inside
of kind of secret society. It's the word nobody wants to say. Okay, nobody wants to say secret society. Okay, but I am going to tell you, in this footage, I did find photos of some kind of secret society. Okay, I've proved it. I've showed it in my video. There are a group of white men standing in white robes with some kind of medallion, some kind of crest on them. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then on top of all that, we got that weird jug thing with the skull on top with the wings. Okay, it's a skull like this. That's exactly what that thing looks like. It looks like a skull with wings like this that go back.
Right.
And then his hands and the hands on the jug are in this position like this, holding some kind of rod or something. Okay?
That's the one you were looking at, right?
Getting it. I'm getting it.
Okay.
I'm trying to clear it. I want that image so bad, man. Because it's something I've never seen before.
Okay.
You know?
Yeah.
Okay, this jug, I've seen lots of different kind of ceremonial jugs and all this, but this one is unique. It is unique.
So let me ask you this: do you believe that that the new footage that they're showing and the new pics that they're showing, do you believe it's affecting a certain group of people and having the desired effect they want, or is it more going in the favor of the J4Kers? You know, the people who want justice for all the victims, a lot of victims out here, because a lot of things went on since then. A lot of young people have passed since then.
Yeah.
And without organs, same way, same MO, stuff like that going on. Do you feel that from
that is related?
Yeah, that's kind of related together or all merged in as one?
I believe 100% it's related. I believe all this stuff. I'm going to tell you, okay. All right. Just, I'm going to let my hair down for a second and just give you my honest opinion myself. Okay. Now, when all this stuff happened, I know what I was seeing in that first bit of footage that I was seeing from the plaza. Okay. When everybody was scurrying around the first little bit and all that, the cops, everybody's going nuts. Okay. I was seeing body parts in that place. I was seeing stuff. Okay. And then all of a sudden, all these bodies show up in that river.
Right.
All these body parts and stuff. You know what I mean?
Right.
Okay. We have to think about it like this: is just so that in case the FBI or some legitimate source did go, they had to try and get rid of some of it. They had to try and hide it somewhere, do something with it, because they didn't know who was coming. They didn't know who was told. Right? They tried to keep it in-house. They tried to keep everything closed down, and they had their own police, they had their own security, they had their own plaza, their own place to do it in. They were trying to keep everything in-house. And as soon as they got outside of there, and the media, YouTube media, got a hold of it. It just, people seen it and said, "Hey, man, what are you talking about? This ain't right. This girl couldn't possibly just kill. How did she kill herself in the freezer?"
Right.
Okay, so that made people curious. And because people were curious, people continued to investigate.
Okay.
You know? And some people are like me. They just have a heart, and they see something that just touches them a certain way, and they just, I'm in it. I'm in it 100%. I'm in it all the way.
Yeah, I know. I know that feeling, man, because you know, that's what rebelling is all about, man. I mean, having that heart and really getting out here, like a lot of people in this room, you know, and I can appreciate everybody who's staying steadfast. You know what I mean? And don't let them fool you. You know what I'm saying? And that's real.
Sorry to interrupt you, but it's just for all these people that are trying to be so negative, you know, that's why I get so upset with these people that are trying to be negative, because we're really are just trying to get some truth for some answers for some people, and we're trying to be honest about it.
Right.
You know, we ain't trying to gain nothing. Like I said, I don't want anything.
Not true.
You know what I mean? What I want is the truth. Some answers, some justice for these people, man. Think about how many loved ones are in that building, and their loved ones don't even know they're gone.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? That kind of thing grabs me. You know, and that's why I said I'm in it 100%.
Okay. Yeah, bless up. Well, definitely, you know, definitely you give us a lot of insight, you know, on some of the things that are going on within it, you know. But as you stated before and earlier, do you still think it's like a puzzle that we're putting together? Do you feel that it's like a puzzle with all the footage and you know the way that they?
Well, in my own mind, I think today I actually came up with some answers. Okay, and that is the first big answer.
Okay.
Finding delusion. Okay, because the first thing is we have to figure out how it was done. Once we figure out how it was done, then we can figure out how to break it apart.
Mm-hmm.
And that's where we're at now. Okay, we're breaking it apart, and now we're actually seeing how it was put together. Now, that is going to be the key. Okay, because once we are able to put it together like they are, we're going to have all their secrets.
Okay. So,
I'm coming for you. Just so you all know, I'm coming. Okay, because you ain't stopping me. All right, just wanted to let y'all know that.
That was a quote from Team Rebel staff. The chopperoni thickens. Yeah, man. Well, definitely, man. You know, like I say, I'm sorry. It's always a blast talking with you. I mean, I always learn some new insight and everything. And a lot of people, again, they don't appreciate your level of work and what you're doing. And again, the only one I saw that's similar so far to what you're doing is Bless Up Queen Aquarius. You know, she's similar to that too. I like y'all vision on some things, and really it opened up my eyes to a point where actually I'm still kind of overwhelmed with a lot of.
Okay, that's the hard part. Okay, the hard part is, okay, now when we see this stuff, okay, that's why I show in my footage, like we aren't expecting to see what we're going to see. So we're in as much shock and awe as you are when we see this stuff and find it.
Right.
Okay. And it is, I gotta be honest, man, it is overwhelming. There's times when I felt so overwhelmed that I just didn't do my live. And it was because I had to be able to communicate it in a sometimes you have trouble with that.
Excuse me, 1 second, King. 1 second, King. Let me check for a second. Can I do a channel check? It's muffled. Everything muffled. Yep. Hold on. I didn't think it was muffled, but let me make sure that we good to go. Okay. All right. So, what's up, King? Can you say something, King? Can y'all hear me a little? Can y'all hear everything a little better? I apologize. Okay.
What's up? Can you hear me?
Yep. I'm back with you, King. Okay. So where was I? Oh, I know where I was. Now, okay, and with everything that's going on now, and do you feel that there's other areas that can help put together the puzzle for the areas like the hallway that you have can be with another hallway, some at times and all that. So it's a shuffle.
Now I've been trying to get people. Now, honest to God, it's true. I've been trying to get some people to work with me. Okay, and I haven't, I guess, made myself perfectly clear. Okay, but what I want to do is we need to take the people that we have that are knowledgeable, and we need to direct each person to an area. Okay, like I said, we got to figure out, we got to be as smart as they are. Right?
John.
So that's why you see me, I go in the kitchen, I do the kitchen area, I try to absorb as much as I can get out of that area. Then I move to the next area. Okay? But by us having more than just my eyes, it gives us a bigger shot.
Right.
You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And not just that, if they find something, we can relate it. They can check out what I got, and I can check out what they got, and we can put it together. Do you know what I mean?
Right.
So we have to figure out, we have to get a chosen group of people that are going to do what we're doing.
Wait a minute. The word chosen gets no airplay in this room.
No.
No, I'm just messing with you. I'm just picking on you, man. I'm just messing around.
No.
I'm just messing around. Lion paw. You already know. You don't know, Hey, but okay. Go ahead, King. I apologize.
But yeah, no, okay, I have a group of people I would like to get to work with me and do it. And I know we'll get some answers because I know that they're knowledgeable. But
not true.
It's just whether they want to take that step. I'm willing to do it. So I think they know who they are.
Yeah.
So if you know who he is, baby, give me a call.
I do agree because I kind of talked to the chat one day about, like when we're standing together on ideas and stuff like that, it's really important, the loyalty of an idea. A lot of people try to call it cults and stuff like that, but it's really just being loyal to an idea that we all came up with. That's kind of being an honorable person, basically. Not kind of. Right. That's what it's being.
That's all it is. We're just being respectful.
Yeah, sticking to your word, and definitely, I'm looking forward, to a lot more coming from you in the future. A lot more good things, hearing more good things from you. Thank you for joining us in Team Rebel with all your insight and your, because to me, you're a walking and talking history book. Not that you're an old guy, but you got a lot of information, and we really appreciate it. You know what I'm saying? Because for real, bro, that means a lot. You know what I'm saying? And you over here to bless everybody up with us, man. So that means a lot to me as well as the team.
Hey, like I said, I honestly think that our group of people is actually knowledgeable enough that we can get the answers, and we can figure this out.
Okay.
Okay. Like I said, what we have to concentrate on though is we have to stop letting other people pollute our minds with all this bullshit.
Gotcha.
Because that's what's causing the confusion. Okay, these people, we have to understand right from jump, they're trying to confuse us. Okay, They're lying to us right from the door. You have to figure them right from the start. We have to be heads up on them. You know what I mean?
Right.
And the only way we're going to do that is if we can get a solid group of people. That's why I said we need to figure out how we can get a panel happening on video, and we can show our evidence, because I'm telling you, man, some of my stuff, I'll break it down right there on the video. And so people can see I ain't doing nothing to the picture but breaking it down. You know, I've had people say that they think I'm adding stuff to photographs. I ain't adding a thing to any of these photos. That's why I showed in my video breaking the photo down.
Let me oh, go ahead, King. I'm sorry. You were still.
I was just explaining that's why I did that video and showed. I just was like, hey, I got nothing to lose. I may as well show you how I'm doing it.
Right. So,
you know what I mean?
Okay. Have you, well, like I was wondering, has this ever happened to you? You know, I got a visit from a guy named Play Shoes. Yeah. So, excuse me. Yeah, I was wondering, have you had the pleasure of a visit from him with his entourage? Non-impactful debunking skills?
Yes, I have.
Yeah, and so so what was that like? What did did you feel like you had been branded by a celebrity or something like that?
Well, actually what happened was when my first couple of videos I made, okay, I didn't even know who Gray Hughes was. Okay, so this goes to just tell you that, hey, I didn't know him from Adam. Okay? Now, here I'm going in my comment section, and I'm going down, and all of a sudden I see this comment on here, and I'm kind of struck by it, because I'm wondering, why is this guy being rude to me? I don't even know who this guy is.
Right.
I ain't not negative to this guy. You know what I mean?
Right.
So I replied back to the guy. Okay? And then he sent me another rude comment. So that's when I just report, hide the user, report.
Yeah.
Okay?
Right.
I learned right from jump, okay, that these people that are going to come on and be ignorant and obnoxious, they don't have the right. It's your page, okay?
Right.
They do not have the right, okay? And it's up to us to keep that clear.
Okay.
So as far as I'm concerned, if that's why I let it be known in my video that, hey, for anybody that chooses to leave any negative comments that are rude, you know, and obscene, you know what I mean? They will be removed and reported. Okay?
Okay.
Because that ain't why we're here. I'm not here to have to dilly-dally with these people. They're just trying to distract us from doing what we're doing.
Right.
That's it. They're just a distraction.
And I agree with you 100% on that, because I noticed that they got. I mean, and it's really psychological manipulation that they're using on people, and that's why, I just sit back and I watch how all these people are like robots. Oh, we're going over to sugar boots. I'm like, sugar boots.
I don't care what anybody says. I will be the first to say that, hey, I got my... Now, what happened was, on my first channel, let's just give it the rundown from channel 1, okay? First channel I had, all right? I was making my videos, never had any bad complaints, never had no bad comments, okay? Then all of a sudden, I get the Gray Hughes experience. Then next thing you know, I get a strike for a video that isn't even related to J4K. Okay?
Right.
It was something completely different. That other video had been on there for months. Okay? And then all of a sudden I get a strike on it out of the blue. It just happens the day I flagged this guy.
Wow.
All right? So, in my appeal.
What's up, Apple? Appreciate that.
Just for YouTube. All right. In my appeal, I put down in my appeal that, hey, I know it's Gray Hughes and his followers that have been trying to hit my page. You know what I mean?
Yeah, there's probably him in here now. One of them.
I don't care.
I mean, neither.
I don't care.
Because they going to get the slice of roti. They try anything.
Hey, messing with me, I'm gonna make me a new whoop-ass stick that has his name all over it.
I know, that's right. Just you know me. I'm always trying to do something. I guess every moment is different, and I like to do something, for the people in our chat, for not fans. I don't call them fans, but the family in our chat, everybody who's here. Is there something you like to tell your newly acquired brothers and sisters that's rebels who rebelling with you? Is there anything you can give them advice on or tell them about what you like to say?
Well, yeah. First of all, okay. Now, like I said, my story, and I explained about how they are trying to fool us with this footages and stuff. Okay. Now, just so people are knowledgeable and know, okay. When I first started getting into this stuff, really, I was going over and I was subscribed to Straight Drop, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Now, I kept making comments, telling them, hey, I'm seeing this at this time. Can you run it back and check it out? You know what I mean? Like, hey, you got something there. You know what I mean? I caught it, man. I'm telling you, there's something there. Because I took the same footage, stopped it on my own stuff, and had it.
Finding everything.
Yeah, I was finding it, right? Well, come to find out, he wasn't answering any of my comments, wouldn't answer my email. So finally it led me to the point where I seen something that just bothered me so much, I finally had to just make my own video. Okay? But through all of this stuff, from the start of this to now, I gotta say, Straight Drop, I thought you was all right in the beginning, but brother, man, you done went with the wolves, man. You done went with the wolves.
Oh.
I tried to give it to you, man. You know what I mean? I was trying to give it to you. I really was. Because I wasn't looking for no kind of fame. You know what I mean? I still ain't looking for no kind of fame. All right? But it's obvious that's what he's looking for.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And I don't know. Maybe I'll always be this guy with the do-rag on his head and but I'm happy being me.
That's what's up, King.
You know what I'm saying?
That's what's up, King.
I'm happy being me. I don't need to be fixed up with no money. I don't need nobody scratch my back or my ass for me. You know what I mean? I can do all that on my own.
I know that's right. That's right, King.
I gotta say, man, you letting the droppers and the drop beds down. Keep it 100.
Yeah, because I was gonna ask you about that. You know what I'm saying? When the man, he didn't have any of his droppers escort you out the building or nothing. He just didn't reply, huh?
Hey, you know what? Now, in all honesty,
yeah,
Drop. I did give you your shout out when I caught that stuff on your video. I did that. All right. I had to be able to show it.
Right.
He wasn't showing it.
Hey, it ended up in your email. What can you do?
Yeah, he wasn't answering me, so I had to do something to get it up there. All right. Now, aside from all of that, since then, I mean, hey, man.
You've been on a tear.
Man, brother, man.
You've been on
T-Night ain't far off. T-Night ain't far off with what he was saying,
Right.
Because you selling out, brother. You selling out. All right, just a word of advice, man. Lose it. You know, lose it, man. You need to lose it.
Let me help you with that a little bit. Excuse me. Translation. Don't treat your subs like scrubs. Thank you, buddy. All right, just wanted to let them know that. But okay. So, okay, we're going to get back to it. All right, okay, you got a few more minutes left then?
Yes, I'm good.
Okay.
I'm good.
Now, what we can do, I wanted to get some words out of the chat for Brad Farhall, so everybody can participate tonight. I mean, not every single person, but you know, we all from the chat to me to Brad. Everybody get a chance to say something. So,
particularly want to add.
Okay, so now, any Rebler that have a question, we'll take we'll just go with questions. Let's go so far. I won't put any limit on it.
Just throw one at me. Let me see what they got.
Queen Italiano said she got one that gave him the middle finger, so.
Oh, hey, let me tell you that me and you got on here. I was on a video
That's
call.
right, Queen Society.
I was on a video call with Italian Honey.
She in the chat. Hello?
Every time I said, as soon as I said her name, the phone hung up. And it didn't do it once, it did it like 4 or 5 times.
Wow.
Okay? You can ask her. She can verify that. I swear to God, on a stack of Bibles, man.
Okay, man, that's kind of deep, bro. I mean,
yeah,
the way this stuff going and everything that's happening is real crazy at these times, you know. But what we want to do too, with that being said, is also let's get a few people in from the crowd. We're gonna give a chance and see.
Give me a question.
Okay, here we go. I'm looking to see who sent us one. Okay, boom, boom, boom. Okay, what day do you believe JK was murdered? J4K was murdered. That's
September 6th.
Say that again, King.
September 6th.
September 6th. Okay. All right. Let's go back in there, see what's going on around me.
Okay, because the reason I say September 6th, just for that person who asked the question, is because they make us believe it was the 8th, okay? But that was where they were messing with the footages, okay? Doing all this make-believe stuff. That's how I caught on to that with the timestamps and everything. It's the 6th.
Okay. Bless up. All right. The next one we're gonna give a shout out to Queen Bonita Hill for that question. All right, bless up, Queen.
Hey, bless up, that's my queen.
Okay. This is a question from Queen Mama D. Do you have an idea on what happened to Kanika?
Yeah. From what I can see in the footage, she was led astray. She was led into that room with the knowledge that nothing terrible was going to happen to her. And I believe just once, I believe her drink was spiked 2 times. The first time she spit it out onto the floor. Okay, and I believe Society's 2 cents caught that in the footage.
Okay, right. Okay. Good answer. This is Queen Miss Preacher. Oh. Let me get you back, Spawn. Queen Miss Preacher, she said, King Brad, do you have a gift for seeing in the spiritual realm?
Yes, I believe so.
Oh, that was not. That was nice and easy. Yes, he thinks so. Bless up, Queen Miss Preacher. Okay.
So, like I said, when I see this stuff, I feel what I see sometimes. You know, like sometimes these objects, you're drawn to them. You don't know why you're drawn to them. Your heart just leads you there. You know. I don't know how else to explain that. That's why I say I would say yes.
Okay. Bless up. Okay. Do we got something going on in the chat that we need to know about, everybody? Everybody okay? Okay, bless up. Okay, now we're moving on to the next one. I'm just going in a row, y'all, down the line as I see them.
Give me a refreshment.
Okay, this is Dreamer. Thank you for always responding to my emails and comments. Bless up, Queen. Bless up. Sheep Rabbling. Okay, we're moving down.
Hey, I just gotta say, there's your proof right there. I answered your email or your comment. I will get to it, okay? But I answer all my own comments and emails, okay? Just so everybody knows, from all of you.
Okay, then we got Queen Society said, for real? Well, I'm just messing around. But anyway, nah.
I hate to say it, but it's true. I'm the one finger typer, but I do it. I can do that.
Okay, Queen Rachel Owens, she has a comment. She says, thank you for your time and energy. No questions, but appreciation, Brad. So that's Queen Rachel Owens. Bless up to that, Queen. She said the minute Teresa's name was mentioned, that's when that happened. That's Queen Italian, honey.
It did. And we were on the phone talking on Hangouts. And as soon as I was telling her about that photograph that I sent you, and as soon as I mentioned her name, the phone hung up. And it happened repeatedly.
Wow. Yep, that's what she's saying. The minute y'all got into it deep. Okay.
Yeah.
Queen Society said hangs up on her too. He said, think what he's doing. Keep your enemies close. Okay, King. I'm just going down the line, King. It said, question. This is Queen Mimi Montgomery. How do you find the specific places to see those people? I guess she meant people.
I just watch the footage, and when I see something that looks irregular to me in some kind of way, I stop it and I take a picture of it, and then I work the picture until I see what's there. And if I find something in that photograph, then I just continue to look at the rest of that footage.
Okay. Great. Cool.
Right. And that's how I've been successful up to now. As soon as I seen something in one piece of footage, I just continued, and that's how I've been able to find it all over this place.
Okay, bless up. King Antoine just got a comment. He said, got to open your eyes and see. So that's to everybody in the room when I read the comments. Bless up. You know, if you could take something from it, that's a blessing too.
And that is true. That's what I was saying about awareness. Okay, when people the easiest way for me now, I tried to teach people even how to tattoo and things like that. You know what I mean? Over my years. All right, my wife she tattoos. I taught her how to tattoo. She tattoos, does a wonderful job. Okay. Now, what I try to express to everybody though is look at a picture. Okay, now just for an example, they're showing us, say, the hallway footage. Okay, say it's a blank hallway. Mm-hmm. This is the picture they're showing us. Okay, but we're seeing some fog or discoloration or something that draws our eye to it. that leads to further investigating, end up resulting in us finding something.
Oh, okay. Okay. Now, Queen Society has a question. She says, have you found layered footage along with smudging on one footage piece?
Yes.
Can you, would you like?
Okay. On the pictures I sent you.
Okay.
Of Teresa and the cops and all that. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
This is where I was telling you. This is how I figured out how they're doing it. I know what I'm looking at now. Okay. I'm looking at two footages at the same time. They've altered the one footage to try and make it invisible to the naked eye. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Now, as those footages are playing, though, areas that are going to be missed, that they can't match quite up perfect. So that's when they're going to get out their brush and they're going to try and edit in those areas. Okay.
Okay.
Right? Now, when I do my work on the picture, as soon as I start lightening it, I start to be able to remove that little bit of editing. Then everything starts to pop out of it. The easiest way to find anything in any of these photographs, bright light.
Bright light. Okay.
Okay. Cool. Use your contrast and your lighting. And you will get stuff. That's the only thing you need to be able to get something to pop out.
Right.
Everything else just makes it more defined and easier to look at.
Okay. So this next question is by Big Steezy. Bless up, Queen.
Bless up.
Can I ask him if he thinks they had bodies in those other freezers?
I believe so. I actually made a video. I was telling you, I have 3 different channels. Very first channel, I did some videos, but in my last channel, on my third one, Brad Farhall 1, that's when I did the video that shows the guy there opening the freezer.
Oh,
and
yeah.
You can see the people in the freezer.
Yeah.
Remember, we could see the girl in the freezer, the child.
Right. I
All
did.
right? So they can't say it ain't there.
I saw that.
I mean, that stuff, it's hard. It breaks my heart. It really does. But, that's what I'm trying to express to the people viewing, okay? Breaking this stuff down, we're not expecting, the last thing we're expecting to ever see is something, it messes with you. And that's why I said it takes you time to be able to process it in your mind and accept that, hey, what you're looking at is really what you're looking at.
Okay. So you have another return question from Mimi, and that was, if KJ died on the 6th, where did they hold her body?
I believe now, from what we could see, she was. They tried to use ice to change the time of death. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So that right there is a big flag. All right, that they tried to change the time of death. Why did they try to do that? And then to put her in the freezer and say that the freezer was on. Okay, well, if that's the case, they could have had her in there 3-4 days.
Right.
Because time of death is gone. Then you don't know what exactly was the true time of death.
Wow.
They manipulated that situation, and they knew that was going to happen. They knew that was going to be the result. Like I said, when you think about the 6th, okay, suggest that she was killed on the 6th. All right. Now, they had to freeze her, do whatever, put her away, maneuver, okay, at the same time. Now, this is why I don't believe she was completely frozen. Okay. I'm going to get to this. Now, the first footage that I believe they're covering is the actual footage. Okay. Then they overlapped another footage over it and doctored it. All right, to try and make us believe this is the footage. Okay. Now, because they've messed with it in the way they have, they knew it was going to mess up the time of death. But that gave them a time to play with these footages.
Right.
Right? If they would have just turned it over right there when that guy walked in the door and went to the front desk, they would have never, ever had time to ever touch anything. But they waited. That's why. Now, bless up to Luz. All right? This is where I believe your man comes in. All right? The guy that was with the coroner. All right? Now, these guys claim that they do media hoax and pranks to fool the media and people. Okay? Now, they say that they do it for all these different reasons, but I'm under the real belief that these people are somehow in cahoots with the laws because, okay, when a terrorist, say the government wants to create a fuss in an area and they want to get more security in that area.
Right.
Somebody play this dummy role like these guys are doing and they'll call and they'll make all kinds of accusations that there's terrorists. The terrorist in sight. Okay? You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Right? So I believe these guys are the jokesters in it that came in to try and doctor the footage.
Mm.
It makes sense.
Right.
It makes sense all the way around because if he was a coroner's helper, he was in that. You seen him in the kitchen footage. He didn't know what the hell he was doing.
Okay.
Right? He didn't know which way to walk. I remember the footage like it was yesterday, man. He didn't know which way to walk. He didn't know which way to go. He didn't know when his coat or put it under the blanket. I mean, that told me right there, hey, this guy that ain't right.
Right.
So he didn't fit. Okay. Meanwhile, you got the coroner guy standing back there all relaxed. You got the cops being all nonchalant, but you got him paranoid as fuck. Excuse my language.
The greenhorn, huh?
Yeah. Okay. But you could see it on that guy's face. He didn't have a clue of what was happening. Okay. So he was just trying to go along with the flow because if you watch that interview with that guy on Luz's video, all right, you see him say, it was a learning process for me. It was the first time. Well, I caught it. So he was learning. The other guy was teaching him. That old guy that was sitting next to him was teaching him.
Right, the young guy.
Right.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Now it fits. It fits now when you think about it, right? They needed somebody to cover up all that footage and all that trickery that happened. So what do? They bring this guy in. Bring this guy in with his group of people, and next thing you know, you got this big mess. Now we're looking at a completely different footage than what was really there.
Wow. Okay. Well, we got a next question. It said, did she get killed inside or outside the hotel? That's Queen Miss A. Bless up.
I don't believe she was killed outside that motel. I believe she was killed in that motel. My heart is telling me that it is in that plaza. Okay. As much things as... Now, here's another thing, okay? The reason I say that they couldn't just kill her and put her on ice for 2 or 3 days in the freezer, okay, is because making this footage to cover up the original footage, they had to keep moving her around that building. That's why everybody's saying, oh, you're saying she's here. You're saying she's over there. You're saying she's over here. Well, she is. They moving her around so they can doctor the footage.
Right.
Right?
Okay.
So they wasn't just using lookalike people and all that. They was using her too.
Mm.
It's shameless, man. It really is shameless, man. And I mean, it's something that nobody in the world would ever think would be possible. But it is.
Okay. Well, we'll take one more question from society because my unit is running low. I apologize, everybody, but I'll make sure I got
But
full charge next time. Um, Queen Society says, Brad, are you Italian and Indian in heritage? Her personal curiosity.
actually, my grandmother is part Sicilian and Scottish. Okay, and my mother is black and Indian.
Oh, okay, okay.
So, and my mom's dad was straight up African American.
Okay, okay. That's what we're talking about. We
I'm a
ready.
mixed brother. Yes, I am a mixed brother.
Great, great. Well, what I like to do, man, I like to thank you, man, for coming and taking time, man, to get with Team Rebel on a personal level where we can understand better how you do your rebelling. You know, everybody got certain skills on the team, and we really appreciate you for all that you're doing, and thank you so much. If you got something you'd like to say to the team before you head out, that'll be cool too. All right.
Actually, I'd like to say thank you to everyone, for all my subscribers and everybody on the team, because without all of your help, I would be way farther behind than I am right now. And so I must say bless up to all of you, and much love to everybody that's helping me along with this. It is heartbreaking. It does get to me. And I got to say, without the support of some of you, I may have gave up a long time ago. You know what I mean? But my fight, it's in me. You know, and I'm here till the end.
That's what's up. That's what's up, bro. Okay. Well, that is the one and only Mr. Brad Farhall. You know, that's our man. He rebelling. Thank you so much for coming in, bro. You have a good night, man, and you enjoy everything with the family. We bid you bless up, peace and love, man. We'll talk to you soon, okay?
All right, brother. Love you.
Love you too, my brother. Peace out.
All right. Bless up, man.
Bless up. Bless up.
Peace.
All right, all right. So that's another conclusion. To we in the building. Don't make me have to make a news station. We in the building. Yeah, we rebelling. Well, Queen, I just wanted to say that, honestly and truly, that if somebody running, and I'm not against people, I'm just against the way people do with their ideas and how they treat people. So, if she going back to the Justice League, that's fine. But if that's where the Justice League about to dwell, and Rebla, don't mess with Justice League. Bless up, King. That'll be a conflict of interest. You're not. I'm not trying to do anything to anyone. I'm just saying. I'm talking about, okay, Strong Every Day. She went back to the Justice League. I'm saying that Patricia Hooper, one of the queens in the room, she has a wrench in Stronger's room that I saw. So I was trying to speak about the conflict of interest and deal with it in my mind before I did anything rash or anything. I was just asking her, what does she think? You know, because it's the conflict of interest. That's all. No, it's not about money. It's a conflict of interest about ideas. You know, we rebelling. They not rebelling. So, oh yeah, Queen, you gotta leave a comment on one of the videos. I got you. I got you, Queen. You know, I got respect for Unc Fed, but my vibes say that I'm not against him in any way. But, you know, he got to do his thing. We got to do ours. Now, what y'all seeing right now, everybody taking a stance on each side of the room. And it's time for either Team Rebel, all the rebelers, to stand on our side of the room and deal with our people and what we do, because we got a lot to offer each other. Or we get caught in the chaos while that mischief and all that's mixing around out there. So it's up to, everybody got the gift of choice. All I know is I'm gonna keep rebelling, you know. And I agree with King Brad when he mentioned the fact, you know, why run around in all these other rooms? We got people with great potential here. Like, you know, for instance, I will be beckoning you rebelers. Yeah, I think there's a lot of rebelers here who need, you know, like even like Queen Larita, you know, she does some great things. A lot of all of us, you know, we got something to bring to the table. So definitely had a great time. Definitely a great interview, you know what I'm saying, with a great brother King, who out here doing it big, you know what I'm saying, trying to bring justice for a lot of people who don't have their own voice. You know, this is the way we'll always do it, and this is what'll keep making us a class act, you know, to make sure that we get the facts out there and keep rebelling. You already know, Queen. So bless up all the Queen and King. Bless up Original Wrench Mob. Bless up Team Rebel. We in the building. They know what it is. Catch us on the next episode. Peace.